ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and pull my lever.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So, thank you so much for joining me for episode 3 of season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. This was an episode. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, because I did watch the link. I don't know if my excitement is waning because this isn't the first time I watched it, or if upon second watch it really just wasn't that interesting of an episode. Couple things I do like before I just go all the way in. There's some things that I did like. I like the new format of Snatch Game of Love. I really do. I really enjoyed it. And let's just be honest. Actual Snatch Game was getting a little bit stale. Now, because everybody was expecting actual Snatch Game, I think that some people was prepared for a regular Snatch Game and it kind of threw them off. And then we have a whole panel of people that were just one person just threw them off. So let's get into it. If you want to really know about the VH1 first look, which was like this long when they came back in the workroom, I'll link that video down below. It wasn't really much to talk about. So by the time we get back, let's get into Gia and Trinity both wanting to do Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, Gia. Gia. I gotta tell you, if Gia was in my face right now, I'd have took these off to slap her across the face. We would have to have a duel, because I can't with this bitch. I just can't. Some of y'all may have seen that video too, and if not, it'll be closer towards the end where it actually fits at. But they both want to do Caitlyn Jenner. Now, this is not unheard of for two people wanting to do the same person for Snatch Game, especially when it's somebody that draws a lot of comedy and it's somebody that's very, very popular that we're familiar with. But Gia, honey, you can't honestly believe that you should just get to play Caitlyn Jenner in Snatch Game just because she's trans and you're trans. This isn't a role for a movie where Scarlett Johansson is about to play somebody trans. This is Snatch Game. This is for comedy. Who told you that was a thing? Number one. Number two, who the fuck comes to Snatch Game with no backup? Now, I give you this. The very first time there was ever a Snatch Game, you know, back in season 2, I'll give you somebody not having a backup. I'll even give you episode 3 or episode 4 because maybe you never seen two people wanting to do the same people. But this is All-Stars. By now, you know good and goddamn well to bring a backup. And your entitlement to, well, I just thought you guys would let me play Caitlyn Jenner because she's trans and I'm trans. Bitch, where? This is a competition. And when all the girls got around and said, okay, well, let's hear Yo Caitlyn and let's hear Yo Caitlyn. Girl, Latrice said it all. Girl, what else you got? Because Yo Caitlyn wasn't even funny. So you were literally just gonna try to ride off the fact that she trans and you trans. See, this is the problem I have with Gia Gunn. Let me Zach Moore's time out unofficially because I ain't doing a graphic for that. But let me Zach Moore's time out real quick. Because I gotta say this, because if y'all already watched this angry rant I had about Gia Gunn, or once you watch it at the end of this video, because I'm gonna put it in this one too. I can't claim to understand what somebody trans is going through. I can't. However, this is what I can say. You claim the reason why you went on the show is for trans representation. To be a trans representative on the Drag Race stage as openly transgender. That is fantastic. That is wonderful. And we all fucking applaud Gia Gunn for that shit. I don't think there's anybody out there watching this, nor anywhere else, that says, well, fuck that transgender bitch, she shouldn't even be on the show. Unless they're ignorant to the show or ignorant, you know, to the cause. But for you to be that and to go down in the annals of history of that and the shit you're doing on the fucking show, you look terrible. You're a terrible fucking representation. First of all, you entitled. You think you're just supposed to be able to play Caitlyn Jenner just because you are the trans girl and two of y'all wanted to play, but because you trans, you should play it, and you wasn't even good at it. Secondly, once we get, fuck it. I jump around like House of Pain. If y'all new to the channel, sorry, I'm about to be on my shit. Secondly, I already felt the way last week when you was doing your little rap about being the transgender girl, and don't get me confused with the rest of these hags. Now you came for Latrice. I think you a man. All your jokes when you was playing Cardi B's nail tech was all, oh, are you talking about gay sex and this and this and this? Like, you confused. You know you used to have gay sex before you had a vagina, right? I mean, you're fucking aware of this. You had a dick in your mouth before you knew that you were transgender, right? I'm sure you had a dick in your ass before, too. So let's not go there and make like now you just so goddamn offended because, see, to me, that's real foul. That's real foul. And I'm not buying the hormone excuse. I'm not buying that I didn't realize I was doing this. Shouts to Manila Luzon, because Manila Luzon was like, I feel like you was doing that shit on purpose. And I do too. Because the first time you made the joke about, oh, I like big dicks, and it wasn't working, what would make you think on the flagship staple gay show of like all fucking time that it was okay for you to play a character that was basically anti-fucking gay? Let's keep it a buck. I was just trying to be funny bullshit. You was trying to tank everybody else because you knew you was gonna be trash. Because you didn't know the fucking character. Because you was banking on doing Caitlyn fucking Jenner. Lastly, I'm not even trying to hear, and I'm sorry, and I understand what people say. No, I don't understand because I'm not transgender and I don't understand it. I'm learning. I'm learning. All I can speak to is how I feel about it. I understand you could be transgender and still not have surgeries and still not have breasts and still not have gender reassignment surgery. I understand all of that. But again, you do not get to now that you about to get kicked off, whine and cry and poor transgender me because I don't want to be looked at as a man doing drag when you came out on the runway with no goddamn titties. And I mean like no titties cinched like Violet Chachki. I'm not talking about no titties androgynous like Nina Flowers. I'm saying no titties with an open goddamn shirt. Like this what it is, bitch. I'm not buying your bullshit. And I'm sorry for those of y'all that already seen the rant and the ones that's gonna see it at the end. I'm gonna put it at the very end because y'all can skip it. If y'all already seen it, so I'm gonna put it at the very, very end of the video. But I'm sorry, I'm not buying her bullshit. I'm not buying her bullshit. And I know tonight, because yes, I did do my review off of the leak. Fair warning. Just so that I could not have to be in Geesh and watch the whole episode, and I did it any fucking way. But I may have to come to another video because she didn't already announce her side of the story was coming out Friday. I'm not 100% sure you're not just a blatant motherfucking opportunist and not a transgender fucking advocate at all. I think you're taking your 15 minutes of fame and milking it for all it's goddamn worth. That's what I fucking think. Anyway, can we get into this snatch game so I can lighten back up this review? Alright! Woo! Come on, man. I look like this. I look too goddamn good to be motherfucking ranting and raving over Gunn's bitch ass. I'm even putting my gloves back on. Fuck that bitch. Okay, just this one because I don't want the other one to smell like smoke. My mother will kill me. They're her gloves. So panel 1 in the Snatch Game of Love is Monet, who does Whitney Houston. Trinity did Caitlyn Jenner. Valentina does Eartha Kitt. And Naomi does Wendy Williams. And then Gus Kenworthy, the Olympic skier? I don't don't know. He was in the he's the openly gay person that was in the Olympics. I do know that. Is their Bachelor. So this is basically a mashup of Snatch Game and the dating game. Like I said, I think that's cute. Let's roll with that for a couple seasons and just get off of the fresh Snatch Game. But this is what I mean. I think a lot of girls were banking on it being the regular 8-person panel of Snatch Game. Because Monet and Valentina both. Valentina especially. Valentina clearly studied Eartha Kitt. Clearly. She had Eartha Kitt the house down boots, but nothing was funny because you had a bunch of stuff prepared that you thought you was going to be able to stick in as an answer for Snatch Game and not actually have to answer the type of questions that you have to answer on a dating game, as opposed to Slutty Sally was so slutty she said, pull my lever. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Monet did the same thing. Monet, even though I don't think she did a great Whitney Houston, obviously studied some shit. How you know all the stuff about how will I know, I mean not how will I know, but you knew like dates of album releases and all this stuff, and then you answer all the man that I need. You screaming for Bobby! Bobby! You can't be screaming for Bobby. Why are you screaming for your husband on a dating show? Even Manila saved that joke for the end, like I know what me and Josh Brolin are doing tonight. Why are you calling for your husband on a dating show? I think that was both of their downfall. I really think they were prepared for actual Snatch Game, and this really threw both of them off. I thought, honestly, I was mad impressed with Naomi. I thought she did a really good job with Wendy Williams. And I think had she been on the other panel, she probably would have did better. But I mean, she was top 3. And honestly, when I get to this other panel, I see why she was top 3. She deserved to be top 3, but obviously our winners were Manila and Trinity, who won their respective, we'll say, heats. Oh Lord, I done lost y'all because I done gave y'all a goddamn sports metaphor. A heat is when people run different things at track. I gotta stop doing the sports metaphors with y'all. Y'all don't be knowing. The second panel. Speaking of this second panel, let's get into this, shall we? So panel 2 was Monique was Tiffany Haddish, Manila was Barbara Streisand, Gia was Cardi B's nail tech, and Latrice was Della Reese. I felt so bad for Latrice motherfucking Royale, because this is the second Snatch Game that she just completely shut down because of how unprofessional somebody on the panel was. And I know she probably wanted to redeem herself from that first one. I felt so bad for her. But at the same time, even the judge on the panel said that, I feel like you was targeting fucking Latrice. And you know when they be in the workroom and you can hear stuff, and Gia seemed like that sneaky bitch to be listening to everybody's conversation. And especially because they put that in the show to be edited. Latrice said that I really want to have fun with it. I didn't get to last time because it was some romper room fuckery. And I feel like you did it on purpose. I feel like you're that girl. You're that girl from season 6 I thought you were, Gia Gunn. And the fact that you actually are a girl now does not fucking change that. You're that girl I thought you were in season 6. Now, had Latrice just not shut down, and when she kept doing that, what I wanted her to do was channel, because she had on that Della Reese from Harlem Nights dress. If she would have just got up and channeled that anger and would have been like, oh, bitch. Oh, now you want to make jokes about people. Oh, now you want to make jokes about people and say I'm a man. Come on, sugar. Let's get it on. If she'd have did that, she'd have shut that bitch down. She'd have beat Manila. If she could have just tapped into that, she already had on the Harlem Nights costume. Oh, I was so mad that Latrice couldn't pull it through. But I get it, especially when you older, and especially because you've already been through this, and you like, I finally get to do this again after how many years, and you gonna do this shit to me again, bitch? But you see, when Manila and Latrice ass came for Gia, Gia kept that mouth shut. You wasn't all snappy and popping off at the mouth and making jokes then, bitch. You wasn't doing it then, because you already know Manila and Latrice would have got that ass smooth the motherfucking together. Because even the way you came for Trinity, well, you're a better fit to play her anyway. I mean, because you got that fucked up ass nose. But you just said you should have played her because she was trans. Like, see, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm off that bullshit. Monique's Tiffany Haddish, I thought, was pretty decent. I know a lot of people were saying, well, basically she was just being Monique, but yeah, there's some similarities in their personalities, similar enough that it made Tiffany Haddish a good fit for Monique. I do like that she did the whole thing about the superpower. That was actually a Tiffany Haddish monologue. That is something that Tiffany Haddish has done. I like the way that she remembered to do the she ready. The little joke about the white dress that she always wears because she paid a lot of money for. The fact that she was still carrying her purse. And even when she went out and hugged the boy, she was like, don't touch my purse. Like, see, I don't think a lot of people, y'all, are as familiar with Tiffany Haddish as some of us in the black community are, because she's been around way longer than what y'all seen these last couple of years. So to me, I felt like Monique did a very good job with Tiffany Haddish because she put that down. The only thing is, I didn't look to see if she had the mole on her face, because if she didn't, that was a missed opportunity. But I digress. And then Manila should have won strictly because Manila was trying to save that whole panel, because Gunn really fucked everybody up. She really messed up that whole panel. And Manila just kept trying to bring it around and save it. Manila kept trying to, like, save Latrice. Like, you're in hell. You died, Della, and you're in hell. Like, she just tried to save it, and I thought Manila deserved that win. And then we ain't even gonna talk about Gia, because I already did. Fuck her. I ain't giving her no more of my goddamn time until she dropped this fucking video on Friday. And if she talked some bullshit out her ass, I'll be back. And then again, maybe not. Because I'm tired of talking about her ass. Let's get into the runway. I want to talk about RuPaul for a minute, because we didn't get that same silhouette of gown. We got like a little short number, a little dance costume. Nothing to write home about, but because we haven't seen Ru in that in a long time, it was refreshing. But again, another missed opportunity for RuPaul to do the challenge. They put you in a short costume. Why do this bitch not have on boots? Why does she not have on a fabulous sequin boot that matched the outfit? I can't with RuPaul. I cannot with the wardrobe department. One of her best looks was the shit that they covered her face and had her with the ponytail, and that's because the bitch had the flu. I can't. But let's get into the real runway. Runway theme is boots the house down. So we have Monet. Now, as an overall look, I really enjoyed Monet's look. She was giving me a motorsport video with Migos and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I was here for it, except for I did not like the cut of the panty area. I think had that been made more of a fuller panty, I think her outfit would have been a total toot. That would have just been like the actual shape of a panty instead of it trying to be like skinny like you are Nicki Minaj or Cardi B. Not so much. You still got boy body up here, so it wasn't laying right. Also, I do feel like she could have been cinched a little bit better. I understand like this part was sheer. Or actually, you could have gave me bodysuit and none of this had to be sheer. You could have had this top piece with black bodysuit or black waist cincher underneath, and I think it would have looked 1,000% better. But overall, I did enjoy the look, especially for a boots runway, because everything went. The next person we had on the runway was Naomi, and this is a boot. Actually, it's not a boot because the bitch didn't have on a boot. You can have on a boot with the toe out. You can have a boot with the heel out. But when you basically have on a strappy sandal that comes all the way up to the knee, that is no longer a boot. That's a gladiator sandal. That was not the challenge. And the whole rest of the outfit to me was just unattractive. This part on her chest, like that chest leather plate that was supposed to be on her boobs, was like too high up. I didn't like the ribbon around the horns. I didn't like how the horns sat on the wig. That was a mess. That was my worst look on the runway out of everybody. And you didn't even do the challenge. Trinity, I was here for it. I was like, come on, Madonna, the house down boots. I fucking lived for this. Also, one thing that Trinity did, and there's a couple other people that did too, I feel like if the runway was boots, the house down, the focal point of your outfit really should have been the boots. That's how I feel. I think the boots should have been extra, and the rest of the outfit, of course, has to coordinate. But I think the focus should have been on the boots. That's how I took the challenge. That's why I got on all goddamn black. Because I could have went all in with leopard boots or any other boot that I would have chose to wear. But I was like, the focus is supposed to be on the boots, so let me just do a little leopard here, a little leopard here, mostly black, showcase the boot. And I felt like Trinity did that. Valentina, I absolutely love this look, but that wasn't a boot either. That was an all-in pant with a boot. It was a footy pair of pants with a heel on it. It wasn't a boot. But whereas I didn't even like Naomi's with a boot, this look on Valentina, and Valentina again giving me padding. I really enjoyed Valentina with more shape on her. And this outfit was great except for the crouch was saggy. And that's going along with the fact that because it's connected to a boot, so as soon as you walk, it was going to move unless it was 100% tailored to you, and you probably had to be sewn into it like a runway model would be. But I really liked the outfit. I liked the nude illusion. I liked the hair. I liked the fact that everything else was like very natural except for just a pop of a red lip. She didn't do too much jewelry. This is the Valentina that I'm used to seeing. This is high fashion. This was glamour. This was runway. This is the Valentina I'm used to seeing. However, it being boots is real iffy to me. Monique, oddly enough, for me, because of what I consider the criteria of what this challenge was, which is the boots should have been the focal point, to me, Monique won. Because her outfit was the boots. Her outfit was the boots. She was giving me Little Red Riding Hood. She just had that red, and I've seen her because she had that on at Roscoe's viewing party, that big red over the top, like hooded thing. But just a simple red top, some denim cutoffs, and then bam, these red fur boots with wolves. Like, I'm Little Red Riding Hood, and I killed the wolf and made him into boots. I was here for that. Manila Luzon would be proud because that sounds like something Manila Luzon would have did. But speaking of Manila Luzon, she is next. So she was giving me this S&M look, which I liked. Manila very rarely goes wrong for me. I'm just going to be honest. Like, she does great with an outfit. She does great with a theme outfit. I like the fact that she kind of had like this biker thing and the bunny ears was made out of bandana. And then because she was doing this S&M thing, she was gagged with a carrot. Like, I lived for all of that. And the commitment that you had to hop the entire runway in heels. Bitch, you better do it. However, where was the focal point on the boots? I really couldn't even tell you, outside the fact that she had on some chaps with some fur, what the boots even looked like. I couldn't even tell you. Because it was all of this other going on. But overall, I loved it. And then, Gia. I'm going to keep it 100. I didn't mind Gia's outfit. What I minded was Gia's boots. You came in the workroom with denim boots on. So you're going to do a full denim outfit and then give me a royal blue sock boot? You want to give me a royal blue satin sock boot with this denim outfit when you came in the workroom with denim boots on that would have looked better with your outfit? Fuck it, I'd have worn them again. This is a competition. I'd have wore the motherfuckers again. She knew she was going home. She knew she done fucked up. I'd have wore them denim boots again or say fuck it. I'd have ripped them royal blue patches off them satin ones and put them on them denim ones. Or, you know, they got fabric and stuff in the workroom. I did some extra stuff to them denim ones. I just think it would have looked better. And Latrice is my third and only other person that I feel like really did the challenge because the focal point was the boot. The focal point was really the boot. Dripping in those rhinestone like fringes and chains with just a simple black outfit that just had a little of that added to it. to give you cohesion, but the focal point was the boot. And I'm kind of feeling Latrice in this red hair, even though the lace was too light, and I could tell that the lace was too light when they showed her like up close. But I really enjoyed her in a ponytail and that hair. Like, you could just tell Latrice is so goddamn happy and in love, because she just be looking so youthful and so happy on the runway now. I feel like Latrice looks younger on the runway now than she did in her season. So I'm happy for her, and we did touch on that. I'm like, oh, look at Latrilla, the old married biddies, the OGs. Speaking of Manila being an OG, Manila, you are one of the best queens that have ever walked RuPaul's Drag Race runway. In 4 seasons of All-Stars and 10 regular seasons, you are one of the best queens. Top 10 easily, and possibly top 5. I don't have a listing, except for Latrice is my number 1. She always has been. For you to be shook boots, actually considering winning by knocking out girls that are better to keep the weaker ones. I just lost a lot of respect for Manila when she did that. But let me tell you who I gained respect for. Miss Valentina. Look, slow clap of the episode, go to Valentina, y'all. Slow clap of the episode, go to Valentina, and I'll tell you why. Valentina is getting the redemption arc this season. That is who is getting the redemption arc. Because she has been lively. She's been interactive with the girls. She's still her quirky telenovela, living my own world self. She's feeling her oats. But she is there to compete and really show, no, y'all motherfuckers think I'm just pretty. I got talent. I'm coming in this bitch to win. And what you mean? I would never ask you to do that, Manila. What do you mean? If I don't send you home, then when it's my time, no, I'm going to send home the bitch that was the worst. Because to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I would never ask you to do that. Valentina, mark the date. What's the date? December. When am I doing this? Because y'all know I'm a day early. Where's my calendar? I ain't even got the calendar. Let's just say after Christmas, before New Year's, December 2018, Jimmi Pynk has become a motherfucking Valentina stan. Bitch, you better do that. I'm here for Valentina, and she is getting all of the redemption arc. This lip sync to How Will I Know? Girl, I'm putting my gloves back on so I don't even smoke another cigarette. Because they could have kept that lip sync. Really, they could have kept that lip sync. They could have kept that. I really think that lip sync for your legacy, people are not bringing it like if they were saving themselves to be in the competition. Because this lip sync was real meh to me. However, I do feel like Manila won it. She changed her clothes. She kind of had on like a Whitney Houston kind of old school look with the little leather jacket and the dress, little short curly bob. And she was really giving me first time in love, young. Trinity was giving me the same lip sync she gave me the emotions. In an outfit that looked like it was Manila Luzon's outfit. Just not executed as well as Manila Luzon would have executed it. Call it shade if you want to. That's what I saw. I'm like, so you gonna lip sync against Manila Luzon and you gonna come out here with a yellow fur coat and black and white knowing that is Manila's trademark colors, and you kind of, the fur kind of looked like her feathers, like all that shit. I'm like, oh, that's shade. You came out here and was gonna lip sync against Manila dressed in a Manila Luzon look. And she got you together. But it still wasn't. I'm like, where is the tricks? Where is all of this that was on your season, Trinity the Tuck? Because your lip syncs has been boring to me. And this one was too. But Manila finally comes to her goddamn senses and sends Gia home. And really, in all honesty, there was no bottom 2. There was a bottom 1. And it was Gia Gunn. That almost should have been an executive decision that RuPaul would have stood in after the lip sync and said, we've come to an executive decision. It don't matter who y'all pick. The person that's going home is Gia Gunn. Because she did such a piss poor job compared to everybody else. that shouldn't even been left in nobody's hand. They should have said, okay, you won the lip sync. This is your prize. You get the $10,000. But before you pull that lip sync out, we the judges have made a decision, and it is a unanimous executive decision that Gia Gunn need to go home. And this ain't no bias because I feel a way about how Gia Gunn has been acting. It's literally watching the Snatch Game of Love and watching everybody's performances. She was the worst above and beyond. Or should I say, below and beyond everybody else. She was horrible. She fucked up her whole panel. She should have went home. So before I get into showing y'all my little rant about Gia Gunn pleading her case during this episode and how she felt, I'm putting it at the very, very end, like I said, so that you guys can choose to watch it or not. So before I do all of that, I want to thank my patrons, the people that donate to my PayPal as well as to my lives, because y'all keep buying me all this fly shit to fucking wear. You want to keep me in geesh, honey? I need the coin. Tip a bitch. So thank you for your support, and if you would like to continue to support this channel, because they done made me, I had to wear a gown last week. I had to step my pussy up. I already had to step up and get the HD camera. Now I got to step my pussy up with the costumes even more too. So anything that you can give, we do start Patreon at $1. Anything that you can give, those links that are up there as above, so below. But while you down there, also like, subscribe, comment. I kiki. I respond back to everything. I want to know how y'all feel about this episode. I want to know how y'all feel about Gia Gunn. I want to know all that shit, and we gonna talk about it. So I want to thank all of y'all for watching. I'm gonna tell y'all keep it greasy and deuces. But I'm going to roll this beautiful bean footage of me going the fuck off about Gia Gunn. Keep it greasy. Deuces. Boots. Okay, so I apologize for this particular portion of me not being in geesh. I'm just about to get in geesh to do Steven Universe. I was sitting around. I was getting too many requests. Too many people sending it directly to me to watch the leak. I still plan on doing my review. I still plan on not posting it until Friday. But I had to say this, because I fell away. And I would do what we need to kiki about it, but I don't participate in leaks and spoilers, and I don't feel like that's fair to my viewers that ain't trying to be on that, because I'm really not trying to be on that. But this portion I had to say as I watched it, and I'm going to make it real quick because I got to go get in geesh. Gia Gunn, you don't get to now try to pull the motherfucking sympathy boat, bitch. You don't. I'm sorry. You do not now get to break down after you did this horrific, terrible goddamn job on Snatch Game of Love. After you threw Latrice under the bus, this is a man, this is this. See, some of my viewers told me that there are trans girls that become women and in turn they back on the gay community, that they weren't once part of the gay community before they realized they were trans, or when they were living their life as a man, not quite sure what to do, and they were drag queens. I've heard about this shit. I didn't want to fucking believe it. First of all, A, the fact that you feel like you had the right to play Caitlyn Jenner just because you were trans also was bullshit. Number two, you don't get to now come on here and say, I wish there was another way that I can do this so that I'm not looked at as a man in drag. Bitch, you've been doing the drag this entire time that you've been in transition. Since you have been out as transgender, you have been doing drag. You are still fucking doing drag. I'm sorry for everybody, and come for me, darling. Come for me. Because I keep a baseball bat, I keep a motherfucking knife, and I got a motherfucking gun. Come for me. Figuratively, of course. But come for me. Basically what I'm saying is I got weapons, I can fucking take it. But what I saw on this show, from the pre-interviews, the house down, all the way through, from fucking Gia Gunn, has been a snotty, self-absorbed, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-grandeur think you better than everybody else, bitch. That's what I saw. You don't now get to be in the bottom and fuck up and now want to get the fucking sympathy vote. I wish there was something else I could do so I'm not looked at as a man doing drag. Gia Gunn got her titties and shit and she still fucking does drag right fucking now. Bitch, I've had it. I said it last week and I'm saying it this week again, for real, and for fucking certain. Oh, I get it. It's reality TV. She's making good TV. Let her be. Fuck that. Fuck what you're saying. And fuck her. You don't get to do that now. You do not get to fucking do that now. Now, had you maybe have brought this point up when you were cast and doing your interviews instead of reading everybody for filth because everybody is beneath you and everybody is boring and you're better than every fucking body else until you got on the show and fell flat on your face and real tea upon rewatch, your ass should have been in the bottom last fucking week. I'm just wondering if you would have pulled this same motherfucking rabbit out your goddamn hat, shouts to Manila Luzon, last fucking week. When you knew your ass was gonna go home. So now you're trying to make it like you got sent home out of sympathy. Because you went to Trinity and said, oh, I wish there was another way. Like you got sent home with some grace. No, bitch, you was terrible. And this look on the runway, the boots you had on when you walked into the workroom was better than the boots you had on with a denim goddamn outfit. Get off the cross, Gia. We need wood.
Hey yo, I dog these niggas like girl's best friend, right? Ran 10-10, right? Haunted by my past, same shit, different mask like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? But I spotted you out like Spud McKenzie. Figured out the game like the Bloodhound game. I thought you was my friend, you broke my heart again. Well, the game done switched. If you a dog, I'm a bitch.